Monmouth County is one of the best places to live in all of New Jersey, and I'll stand by that and fight on that any single time I get into the conversation. There's the Jersey Shore, great school districts, you got the suburbs, commutability to New York City, and much, much more. So on today's video, we're going to start a 3-part series on the top 15 towns to live in all of Monmouth County. We're going to start today with 15 through 11 and then work our way down over the coming weeks. Before we get started though, if it's your first time to the channel, my name is Steve McCutcheon and I'm a realtor at Berkshire Hathaway. And on the Live in Central Jersey channel, we cover everything related to the Central Jersey real estate market. And if you want to be the first one to know what's going on in Monmouth or Ocean County real estate, feel free to click the bell, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this video started. To start us off at number 15 is going to be the legendary Asbury Park, and it's one of the shore's biggest comeback stories. 80s and 90s were really crime-ridden, but nowadays it's known for its boardwalk, music scene, and its mix of arts, nightlife, and new development. You'll find luxury condos, renovated homes, and even multifamily properties starting in that $500,000 to $600,000 range and working their way up. But if you want a waterfront spot, you're well into the 7-figure range at that point. So the school district, though, on the other hand, a little bit smaller and truthfully not that great. It definitely still could use some work to it. Many families will choose to either go private or maybe a magnet program nearby too. So there are some options, just not necessarily Asbury Park's district, not the greatest. What makes Asbury so special is the energy, live music at the Stone Pony, every restaurant you could possibly imagine, the boardwalk. It's walkable, social, plenty of different things to do doing in Asbury Park. So the pros, again, I'd say it's walkable. The lifestyle is awesome. The nightlife, the culture, all great. Cons, higher property taxes, higher property prices in the areas that you want to live. And the 7 blocks are definitely going to be in transition. Like I said, I probably live on the right side or the east side of Asbury, but definitely not on the western side by any means. So while Asbury could possibly be higher on this list, I'm going to keep it here at 15 just because I think it could use a little bit more work, but it has done a tremendous job since the 80s. If you're a young professional living near the city aspect or the city part of Asbury, highly recommend doing that. And then maybe when you start to grow a family, move out into the suburbs in different part of Monmouth County and you get the best of both worlds at one part in your life. Coming in at number 14, that's going to be Hazlet, and I think it's one of the most incredible values in all of Monmouth County, especially for people that may be buying for the first time. You have incredible access to the Garden State Parkway and getting into New York City. There's 2 different train stations, one in Aberdeen and one in Hazlet. You're going to have bus options and even the ferry if you go out east to the Highlands a little bit. So realistically, 4 different ways to get into New York City. On the real estate front of things, most of the homes you'll see are ranches, split levels, and colonials priced between $450 and $850. Some will go slightly above that, but not really too many. The Hazlet School District will also be rated B+, according to niche.com, and 8th best in Monmouth County, which is pretty competitive. You're seeing a lot of young families start to move to the area and people that are retiring moving out. Then next up, if you want to talk about the shopping and dining options, Route 35 is probably one of the best in the entire area, and you're going to have every big box retailer available to you. Moving on to the parks and recreation, Veterans Memorial Park will be one of the options, but Homedale Park right next door is also going to be pretty big and one of the better ones in our area too. So when we break it down to just the pros and cons of it, affordability high up there, easy commuter access to New York City, and in my opinion, probably the best value or bang for your buck as a first-time buyer. On the con side of things, a little bit extra highway access is going to be here, but if you're more inland, it's not going to be too much of an issue for you, and you're going to have more smaller lot sizes, I would say, in Hazlet than some other townships here in Monmouth County. So in terms of what you're really getting for it, I probably could have even moved this farther up on the list, but there's 53 municipalities here in Monmouth County, so it's hard to rank them a little bit. Number 13 is going to be Ocean Township, also known as Oakhurst or Elbron, depending on what section you're going to be in, but it sits just inland of Asbury Park and the beaches. It's one of the most convenient spots, in my opinion, for Monmouth County, being close to Route 18, Route 35, and everything else along the shore. The Ocean Township School District is going to be rated pretty well too. Similar to Hazlet, it's going to be coming as a B+ and ranks 9th in Monmouth County, so basically neck and neck there. On the real estate side of things, it's a pretty wide variety. So if you go into Oakhurst or Elbron section, like I mentioned, those are multi-million-dollar estates overlooking the water. But as you get a little bit more inland, Ocean Township becomes more affordable. Condos and townhomes can range in the $450,000 to $600,000 range, and then your single families will start to price themselves up after that. If you do want a 4-bedroom, though, be expected to, I would say, pay about $800,000 or more, because that's kind of where the going rate is just now. Residents love some outdoor areas like Joe Playa Park for recreation. Deal Lake has some awesome, beautiful views of the water. And if you're into golf, a couple different private country clubs in the area. So pros are the central location, strong schools, and easy beach access. Cons, taxes can be high, price points depending on where you're at, also high, and then Route 35 traffic can back up pretty well too. So Ocean Township really gives you the best of both worlds, shore convenience without the constant beach crowds, but you're not in the action, you're also not far from it either. So it kind of you don't really, if you're someone that wants a little bit more space, I think this is an excellent option for you, especially only being, 15 minutes from the water. Number 12 will be Manasquan, and honestly, probably one of the most quintessential Jersey Shore towns that we have. Charming, walkable, and community-oriented. It's part of the Manasquan School District, and it's highly regarded, even though it is on the smaller side, coming in at number 3 on niche.com's list. The town's sense of pride runs pretty deep, especially around the high school, sports, and the beach. There's access to New York City with the train, but it will run you a little bit of time, about an hour and 45 minutes or longer if there's any type of delays. For real estate, you'll find classic beach cottages, renovated colonials, raised homes, and even newer construction. There are a couple different condos, maybe priced around that $700,000 range on the low end, but if you want a single family, unfortunately, you will be paying pretty much 7 figures or above. The median sales price in Manasquan is about $1.5 million. The downtown is lively with shops, cafes, restaurants, and of course, the beach and the inland are huge draws for this area. Manasquan does have I would say, bigger year-round population than some other shore towns, so during the off-season, it's not going to feel desolate for you. Pros: walkability, strong community feel to them, and direct access to New York City. Cons: limited inventory on the real estate and the higher prices for the homes. This is why I kind of rank that a little bit lower, because I don't think it's as affordable as other places here in Monmouth County. But if you want small town beach lifestyle, Manasquan is by far one of the best spots in Monmouth County. And just outside the top 10, coming in at number 11 will be Colts Neck, and it's known for its luxury homes, equestrian estates, and peaceful rural vibe. It's probably one of the most scenic places that we have in all of Monmouth County, rolling hills and farmland pretty much everywhere you look. They do this for a reason, though. They have very strict zoning laws, and they don't want to be giving up land to big box retailers or developers just to build massive apartment complexes. Colts Neck is broken down into 2 different school districts. So the high school is going to be rated an A and part of the Freehold Regional High School District. And then in K through 8, it's also pretty highly rated, but that's going to be part of just Colts Neck. So you are paying taxes onto 2 different school districts. Homes here will typically start around $1 million, but you can find some for under that. Anything less than $800,000 though will typically need quite a bit of work done to it, but there is a small pocket of that $800,000 to $1 million range. Most of the places though, probably starting at around 1.2, 1.3, and up to about 2.5 or more. But you're paying for privacy and the land. Most homes are going to be set on 1 acre or more lots. If you like the outdoors, Doorbrook Recreation is an awesome area, and plenty of different golf courses in Monmouth County and Colts Neck too. So the pros: you're paying for the privacy, luxury, and the small town business oriented township like this is. On the con side of things, a high cost of entry, unfortunately, and then you are going to be out of range for a Target or Walmart, so you will be driving a little bit in order to get to the places you need to go. But if you want privacy, peacefulness, Colts Neck is definitely one of the best spots that we have in Monmouth County. The only reason I really rank them outside the top 10, similar to Manasquan, is just the high cost of entry for most families that probably can't afford it. That'll pretty much wrap this one up for the towns ranked 11th through 15th on my list. I'd love to hear your comments and feedback down below. Where did I rank where did I rank too high? Where did I put too low? I'm sure I made a mistake here or there. With that being said, though, if you are looking to buy or sell in the Monmouth County area, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is down low in the comments and description. So whether you're 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, even year out, doesn't matter to me. Let's just get you on the right path towards your real estate goals. And if you're looking to move to a different part of the Central Jersey area, check out the 2 videos popping up, and hopefully they help you out a bit too. Have a great day.